Ever dreamed of turning your startup idea into a successful business without wasting time and money? Today, we're diving into Eric Ries's The Lean Startup, the ultimate guide to building a thriving business with minimal resources and maximum efficiency. In this video, we'll break down the key principles from all chapters, complete with real-world examples and actionable tips on how to implement them in your startup journey. Ready to innovate and accelerate your path to success? Click play, and let's transform your startup dreams into reality. The Chapter 1 of The Lean Startup by Eric Ries introduces a game-changing methodology that can significantly reduce the risk of failure. In this chapter, Ries emphasizes that a startup is a human institution designed to create new products under conditions of extreme uncertainty. The Lean Startup methodology revolves around two core concepts: the minimum viable product, MVP, and the build, measure, learn, feedback loop. Consider Lisa, an aspiring entrepreneur with an innovative idea for a freelancer's app. Instead of building the full app, Lisa creates an MVP, a basic version of the app with essential features. She releases it to a small group of users and collects their feedback. Ries states, "The lean startup isn't about being cheap, but being less wasteful and still doing things that are big." The MVP allows Lisa to test her assumptions and learn what her users really want without wasting time and resources. This iterative process, known as the build, measure, learn, feedback loop, helps her refine the product quickly and effectively. While the MVP approach accelerates learning, it requires discipline to avoid over-engineering and to focus on core functionalities. To sum up, Chapter 1 highlights the critical importance of starting with an MVP and continuously improving through the build, measure, learn, feedback loop. Principle number 1 is MVP and feedback. The significance of starting small and iterating rapidly to ensure success under uncertainty. Having established the foundation with the MVP and feedback loop, we now move to Chapter 2, where we gain further clarity on what defines a startup and how it should measure progress. The chapter introduces the concept of validated learning as a crucial measure of progress. Going back to Lisa, instead of assuming her products will succeed, she formulates clear, testable hypotheses about her business model. For instance, Lisa releases her MVP and begins gathering data on user interactions. She measures metrics such as the number of job postings, freelancer applications, and successful matches. Ries emphasizes that a startup's success is measured by how quickly it can validate its assumptions with real customers. Lisa's approach allows her to gather evidence on whether her business model is viable, helping her make informed decisions and pivot if necessary. In summary, Chapter 2 underscores the importance of defining clear, testable hypotheses and using validated learning to measure progress. Principle number 2 is validated learning, the necessity of using real customer feedback to validate assumptions and guide the business model. Now that we understand the importance of defining a startup and measuring progress, let's delve into Chapter 3. This chapter focuses on learning what customers truly want. Ries encourages entrepreneurs to build a minimum viable product, MVP, as a starting point for this learning process. Through her initial data, Lisa learns that clients find the platform useful, but freelancers struggle with the application process. She validates that the demand exists but needs to improve the user experience for freelancers. Ries highlights that learning what customers really want is the most valuable form of progress a startup can achieve. By focusing on validated learning, John can make informed decisions on how to evolve his product based on actual user needs rather than assumptions. In essence, Chapter 3 stresses the importance of building an MVP and engaging with real customers to learn what they truly want. Principle number 3 is customer-centric learning, the critical role of validated learning through direct customer interactions to ensure the product meets real needs. As we continue to explore the lean startup, Chapter 4 focuses on the importance of scientific experimentation in startups. Ries emphasizes that startups should approach their development process with the same rigor as a scientist conducting experiments. The first step in this process is to create hypotheses about your business model. These hypotheses should be clear, specific, and testable. For instance, you might hypothesize that offering a free trial will increase customer signups by 20%. Next, you need to design experiments to test these hypotheses. This involves creating a plan for how you will test your assumptions and measure the results. These experiments should be simple and focused, allowing you to quickly gather data and learn from it. Ries stresses the value of getting out of the building to gather real-world customer feedback. This means interacting directly with customers to understand their needs, preferences, and pain points. By doing so, you can validate your hypotheses with real data and make informed decisions about the direction of your startup. In summary, Chapter 4 underscores the importance of scientific experimentation, creating hypotheses, and gathering real-world feedback. Principle number 4 is experimentation and feedback, the necessity of testing hypotheses with real customers to validate assumptions and guide product development. Building on our understanding of experimentation, Chapter 5 delves into the importance of bold, visionary leadership. Ries emphasizes that while lean experimentation is crucial, visionary leadership is equally important for making significant strides forward. Visionary leadership involves making big leaps based on insights gained from validated learning. These leaps are not just about incremental improvements, but about daring to pursue transformative ideas that can drive the startup to new heights. It requires the courage to act on validated insights, even if they seem risky or unconventional. Ries explains that balancing vision with the practicalities of lean experimentation is key. Leaders must use the data and feedback from their experiments to guide their decisions, but should not be afraid to take calculated risks. This balance ensures that the startup remains innovative and agile while grounded in real-world data. For example, after several cycles of build, measure, learn, Lisa discovers a unique market need that her initial platform didn't address. With validated learning backing her insight, she makes a bold decision to pivot the platform's focus to cater to this new opportunity. This leap, informed by data but driven by vision, could potentially revolutionize her business. In essence, Chapter 5 highlights the necessity of bold leadership that can balance visionary ideas with the disciplined approach of lean experimentation. Principle number 5 is visionary leadership, the importance of combining bold, transformative ideas with data-driven insights to make significant advancements. Chapter 6 details the crucial build, measure, learn feedback loop. This loop is at the heart of continuous testing and iteration, ensuring that startups make progress through validated learning. The process starts with build, where you develop an MVP based on your current hypotheses. Once built, you move to the measure phase, where you test your MVP with real customers to gather data. This data collection is critical because it provides the evidence needed to validate or invalidate your assumptions. Next is the learn phase. Here, you analyze the data to gain insights into customer behavior and preferences. This analysis helps you understand what works and what doesn't, guiding your next steps. If your hypotheses are validated, you persevere with your current strategy. If not, you pivot to a new approach. A key element in this loop is focusing on actionable metrics instead of vanity metrics. Actionable metrics provide insights that can inform decision-making and guide product development. For instance, metrics like user engagement, retention rates, and conversion rates are actionable and can help you understand how well your product meets customer needs. Vanity metrics, such as total downloads or page views, might look impressive, but don't provide useful information for making improvements. For example, Lisa continuously tests her platform by building new features, measuring user responses, and learning from the data. She uses actionable metrics like the percentage of job postings that lead to successful hires, and user retention rates to gauge progress. This approach allows her to make informed decisions and iterate effectively. In summary, Chapter 6 emphasizes the importance of the build, measure, learn feedback loop and using actionable metrics to ensure continuous testing and iteration. Principle number 6 is continuous testing, the necessity of ongoing testing and iteration using actionable metrics to drive validated learning and product development. Building on the foundation of continuous testing, Chapter 7 of The Lean Startup by Eric Ries emphasizes the importance of measuring progress accurately. Accurate measurement is essential for understanding whether your startup is moving in the right direction and for making informed decisions. Ries introduces the concept of innovation accounting, a new way of measuring progress specifically designed for startups. Traditional accounting metrics are often inadequate for startups because they don't capture the nuances of early-stage growth and learning. Innovation accounting, on the other hand, tracks progress through metrics that reflect the startup's development and learning. There are 3 key characteristics of metrics that matter. They must be actionable, accessible, and auditable. Actionable metrics are those that can inform specific actions. They provide clear insight into what changes need to be made. Accessible metrics are easily understandable by everyone in the organization, ensuring that all team members can interpret the data and use it effectively. Auditable metrics are based on data that can be trusted and verified, ensuring accuracy and reliability. For example, Lisa uses innovation accounting to track her platform's progress. Instead of focusing on vanity metrics like the number of sign-ups, she tracks actionable metrics such as the conversion rate from free trials to paid subscriptions and the retention rate of users. These metrics provide clear insights into her platform's performance and help her identify areas for improvement. In summary, Chapter 7 underscores the importance of measuring progress with actionable, accessible, and auditable metrics through innovation accounting. Principle number 7 is accurate measurement, the critical role of measuring progress accurately using innovation accounting to ensure informed decision-making and accountability. Chapter 8 discusses the critical decision point every startup faces, whether to pivot or persevere. This decision is essential for steering the startup in the right direction based on validated learning. A pivot is a fundamental change to the business strategy designed to test a new hypothesis about the product, business model, or growth engine. Persevering means sticking with the current strategy because the data indicates it is working. Ries emphasizes that startups must be flexible and adaptable. If the data shows that the current approach is not working, a pivot might be necessary. This could involve changing the product features, target market, or even the core technology. The ability to pivot effectively is crucial for the long-term success of a startup. For example, Lisa reaches a point where her platform's growth has stagnated. Although her initial concept showed promise, the data indicates that users are not as engaged as expected. After reviewing customer feedback and metrics, Lisa decides to pivot. She shifts her focus to a niche market within the freelance design community, offering specialized tools that cater to their unique needs. This pivot, informed by validated learning, sets her on a new path with a clearer direction. In summary, Chapter 8 highlights the importance of making informed decisions about whether to pivot or persevere, emphasizing the flexibility and adaptability required for successful startups. Principle number 8 is informed decision-making. The necessity of using validated learning to decide whether to pivot or persevere, ensuring the startup remains agile and responsive to data. Chapter 9. Advocates for working in smaller batches to increase efficiency and accelerate learning. This approach allows startups to gather feedback more quickly and make necessary adjustments without significant delays. Ries uses the analogy of envelope stuffing to explain the benefits of small batch sizes. Imagine you need to stuff, seal, and stamp 100 envelopes. One way is to do all 100 envelopes step by step in a large batch. Alternatively, you can work in smaller batches, completing each envelope one at a time or in groups of 10. The smaller batch approach helps identify and solve problems more quickly and reduces the risk of errors. In the context of startups, working in smaller batches means developing and releasing small increments of your product frequently. This allows you to test each version with real customers, gather feedback, and learn what works and what doesn't. Frequent releases help maintain a steady flow of improvements and ensure that the product evolves based on actual user needs. For instance, Lisa adopts small batch processing for her platform. Instead of waiting to develop a full suite of features, she releases new functionalities in smaller, manageable increments. This way, she can quickly gather user feedback and make iterative improvements. Each release provides valuable insights into what users like and what needs tweaking. By working in small batches, Lisa can respond rapidly to feedback, fix issues promptly, and continuously enhance her platform's user experience. This approach not only speeds up the learning process, but also ensures that the product remains aligned with user expectations. In summary, Chapter 9 highlights the importance of working in smaller batches to enhance efficiency and speed up learning. Principle number 9 is small batch processing. the value of working in small batches and releasing frequently to gather feedback and learn quickly from real-world data. In Chapter 10 of The Lean Startup by Eric Ries, the focus shifts to achieving sustainable growth through three primary engines: sticky, viral, and paid, each driven by customer actions that fuel long-term expansion. Sticky growth relies on customer retention. The goal is to keep customers coming back, ensuring they continue to use the product over time. High retention rates indicate ongoing value. Strategies include improving the user experience and offering excellent customer support. Viral growth is driven by customers spreading the word about the product to others. For viral growth to be effective, the product must be inherently shareable. Examples include referral programs and social media integration. Paid growth involves acquiring new customers through paid advertising and marketing efforts. This engine relies on a positive return on investment, ROI, from marketing expenditures. The cost of acquiring a customer should be lower than the revenue generated from that customer over time. Strategies include targeted advertising and search engine marketing. For example, Lisa assesses her platform's growth potential. She notices high retention rates, indicating a sticky growth engine. To capitalize on this, she enhances customer engagement features and provides ongoing support. Additionally, she implements a referral program to encourage viral growth, rewarding users who bring in new clients and freelancers. Finally, she allocates a budget for targeted online advertising to drive paid growth, carefully monitoring the ROI. By understanding and leveraging these growth engines, Lisa can scale her platform sustainably. In summary, Chapter 10 explains how startups can achieve sustainable growth through sticky, viral, and paid engines. Principle number 10 is sustainable growth. The importance of leveraging customer actions through sticky, viral, and paid growth engines to achieve long-term scalability and success. Chapter 11 highlights the importance of adaptability and flexibility in a startup. Ries said a startup must be able to quickly adapt to changes and feedback to thrive in an evolving market. Creating a culture that embraces change and continuous improvement is crucial. This involves fostering an environment where team members are encouraged to experiment, learn from failures, and continuously seek ways to improve. Startups should promote open communication and collaboration, ensuring that everyone is aligned with the company's goals and responsive to new information. Being responsive to market changes and customer feedback is essential for staying relevant. Startups should regularly gather and analyze feedback from customers to understand their needs and preferences. This data-driven approach helps in making informed decisions and adjusting strategies as necessary. For instance, as Lisa's platform grows, she cultivates a culture of adaptability within her team. She encourages regular feedback sessions where team members discuss user feedback and brainstorm improvement ideas. When market trends shift, Lisa's team quickly adapts by implementing new features and refining existing ones to meet evolving customer demands. This adaptability ensures that Lisa's platform remains competitive and aligned with user needs, allowing it to grow and succeed in the long term. Chapter 11 stresses the need for startups to be adaptable and flexible, creating a culture that embraces change and continuous improvement. Principle number 11 is adaptability. The importance of fostering a culture of adaptability and responsiveness to market changes and feedback for sustained success. Building on the need for adaptability, Chapter 12 of The Lean Startup by Eric Ries explores the role of innovation in maintaining a startup's growth and competitiveness. Innovation is essential for staying ahead in the market and continuously delivering value to customers. Ries encourages fostering an innovative culture within the organization. This involves creating an environment where creativity is encouraged and new ideas are welcomed. Leaders should support risk-taking and experimentation, understanding that not all innovations will succeed, but that failures are part of the learning process. Sustaining innovation over time requires strategies that ensure ongoing creativity and improvement. These strategies might include regular brainstorming sessions, innovation workshops, and providing resources for research and development. It's also important to stay attuned to industry trends and emerging technologies that can offer new opportunities for innovation. For example, Lisa fosters an innovative culture in her startup by holding monthly innovation meetings where team members can propose new ideas for the platform. She sets aside a budget for experimental projects and encourages her team to stay updated on the latest design and technology trends. By doing so, Lisa ensures that her platform continually evolves, incorporating cutting-edge features that keep it competitive and appealing to users. In summary, Chapter 12 emphasizes the need for startups to maintain growth and competitiveness through continuous innovation. Principle number 12 is continuous innovation, the importance of fostering an innovative culture and implementing strategies to sustain ongoing innovation within the organization. As we reach the final chapter of The Lean Startup by Eric Ries, the epilogue, Waste Not, we circle back to the core principles that have guided us through this journey. The Lean Startup methodology is a powerful framework designed to help startups navigate uncertainty and achieve sustainable growth. The key takeaway of the Lean Startup methodology is the relentless focus on eliminating waste. Waste in the startup process comes from building products that no one wants, making assumptions without testing them, and failing to learn from feedback. By applying the principles of the Lean Startup, you can ensure that every action you take is purposeful and contributes to your learning and growth. Throughout this journey, we've emphasized the importance of creating a minimum viable product, MVP, to test assumptions quickly, using the build, measure, learn feedback loop to drive validated learning, and making informed decisions on whether to pivot or persevere. We've explored the value of small batch processing, actionable metrics, and fostering a culture of adaptability and innovation. The Lean Startup approach is not just a set of tools, but a mindset. It encourages continuous learning and improvement, always questioning assumptions, and being ready to adapt to new information. It's about building a sustainable business by staying close to your customers and responding to their needs with agility and creativity. For example, Lisa's journey with her platform reflects the Lean Startup principles. She started with a clear vision, created an MVP, and used real-world feedback to refine her product. She measured progress with actionable metrics, pivoted when necessary, and cultivated a culture of innovation and adaptability. By eliminating waste and focusing on validated learning, Lisa's platform grew sustainably, continuously improving to meet user needs. In conclusion, the Lean Startup methodology provides a comprehensive guide for entrepreneurs aiming to build successful startups in an environment of uncertainty. By eliminating waste, embracing continuous learning, and fostering innovation, you can create products that truly resonate with customers and achieve lasting success. Principle number 13 is waste elimination. The fundamental importance of eliminating waste and focusing on continuous learning and improvement to build a successful and sustainable startup. As we conclude, remember that the journey of a lean startup is one of constant growth, adaptation, and unwavering dedication to delivering value. All right, that wraps up our deep dive into Eric Ries's The Lean Startup. I hope this video has given you valuable insights and strategies you can apply to your own ventures. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. And if you liked what you saw, a like would mean the world to me. It helps support the channel and lets me know you want to see more content like this. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.